Hello everyone, welcome back to channel. It's been a while, but we're back. What's in my bag mini edition. And when I say tiny, I mean tiny. So let's check it out. Look, it ain't that serious. This is just really, really small gear. So grab your juice box, sit back and enjoy the fact that today the tool in your pocket isn't the tiniest in the room, however at all. Started with this, which you all seem to love, this tiny North Face backpack. So I figured why not bring back one of our favorite series with it just for the heck of it, and what better way to do so than with really average size gear. So let's get packing the bag itself. You already know is actually a case for the packable tote bag, but who cares about that? It's this we're after. And yes, while it was only available in Japan that I know of, at least it costs an arm and a leg if you want to buy it on eBay, and it isn't actually that useful, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. So starting off, we had to include a fidget toy, and the honor goes to the Luthier with their noise. See Nano Spinner, because when you think fidget, you think spinner, and don't let the size of this fool you, because unlike you, the bearings on this tiny ball of fun goes long and hard while I got your attention. This video is sponsored by us and our supply newsletter, where we feature more gear finds, EDC, and tech, so subscribe down below before this finishes now. You may not be old enough to know what this is, but the Yo-Yo Factory Mighty Flea is the world's smallest yo-yo, and also not one you just give to a kid to play with, as it's considered non-responsive. So amateurs like you and I will not know what to do after you. Perform the only trick, next to the thumb, may be the epitome of tiny gadgets, as the brand is called Tiny Circuits, and you can actually play with it. Thankfully, I've got Tetris loaded on, because even if I have to squint my eyes extra hard, I still own noobs seriously. The micro USB port on this is almost bigger than the entire thing. If you need to poke things though, having a titanium toothpick handy at all times is a must, and the TI pick makes it even easier to carry with its screw-out design. However, ignore the fact that I dented it, because it's actually pretty sharp and tiny. I get it. Some of you are a little delusional, so packing a tape measure is a no-brainer. When you have to whip it out just to prove you're slightly above average, the fact it's made up titanium is just a bonus, especially when the guy she told you not to worry about needs a longer ruler to measure his. Thankfully, sometimes all you really need is a tiny tool, whether it's for Amazon packages, scraping gum off your car, or dress for arts and crafts at the size of about my pinky finger. This can cut, and safely too, thanks to the push button that locks it open and keeps it close to a perfect keychain knife or a mini bag as well. This is one of the tiniest lights we've tested and own. The OIT IM Mini Flashlight series doesn't use any buttons to turn on, just magnets, which also makes it great to mount in odd places as a work light on the fridge, or if you're just afraid of the dark. However, it also makes for a free, albeit super annoying, fidget toy too. I bought this one off a guy on the street selling a whole bunch of retro lighters, because how could I not, filled with a little fuel, and it can surprisingly do some damage at about a quarter of the size of a regular Zippo. It's an easy conversation starter about all the tiny tools that you've got in your pants. I actually don't recommend these, the metal sharp and hurts to use, and it doesn't catch any flying nails, but I can't argue that it's small, so I've linked a similar one below. If you have any pedicure problems, then we had to share this secret coin again, as it's a real coin that blends into your pocket full of change, but utilizing the included separating tool will split it in half, and it reveals a secret message. It's friction fit together, so just squeeze it back, and it surprisingly stays locked in through my scientific drop tests. The harder part though is just remembering not to actually spend it. Have you ever seen a dice like this with a count up to 6? It's actually a bead that can hang off your bag, but drop it down and now you've got a backup Monopoly die just in case, because the second one in the box always seems to go. Missing fidget rings are my favorite, because they're so inconspicuous, yet they're the easiest to actually take with you. And the benefit is this one is actually useful for those who can never decide on anything, even if their life depended on it. Now you can just spin to win with all that packed inside. Let's accessorize the outside. We obviously have to match it with a tiny micro-link carabiner from Night Eyes, and for some style points, I got Milk Bead from Damn Designs, which is unfortunately not available anymore, but all their designs are pretty wicked, so definitely check them out finally, because my arms are a little too big for the back straps. We clip this onto the new Alpaca Hub tactical clip for instant access, but it's also just really cool to be able to do this magnets, am I right? So rate this collection out of 10, with 10 being complete fire and a 1 to tell me to try again, so let me know down below if we should. Bring back the What's in My Bag series and maybe do an actual bag this time, but that's it. I rest my tiny bag. Product link in description. Click the description and click the product link and buy the product if you want more latest updates on new gadgets. Make sure to subscribe our channel if you like the video. Like, amp, share, and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.